Today I'll be talking about a very brand new topic, which is cross-system process control (CSPC), and it is very specific to central payments. So of course it falls under central finance portfolio, and I will say CSPC in the entire video. I'll not be repeating the whole term. It's pretty long, so we'll say CSPC. So I'll explain you what it is all about, and please understand this is a very new functionality being introduced recently by SAP. So what is CSPC? For FI invoices, for SD invoices, and any down payments request, the system prevents an accidental reversal in source system and below cases. So what happens is when you activate central payment, few of your processes are running in ECC. For example, your purchase order, your vendor invoice, your invoice verification, and then the payment happens from S/4HANA system. So your half of the invoice doc process is in one system, another remaining is in another system, and now you don't have a control in terms of reporting. So reporting is still a separate story from document perspective. What happen if I reverse the documents? If something has already been cleared in S/4HANA and I reverse the invoice in ECC and I repost, it will come again. So what happen is for FISD invoices, especially invoices and down payment request, the system prevent the accidental reversal in source system. So that what it does is the document has already been cleared in S/4HANA central system. If the document is cleared in S4 system via payment, it will not allow the reversal of the document in ECC. The customer vendor account is logged in S4HANA system. If the vendor master or the customer master is logged in S/4HANA, it will not allow any change in the invoice on the source side, which is good. It means something is being done. And the corresponding replicated document is logged in S/4HANA central finance system. Also, the document which is replicated, for example, in source it is 1 and in S4 it is 2. So the document number 1 is logged. Individual document replication via FB08. Same thing happens for any accounting document. If it is posted in ECC, replicated, so then the reversal will be blocked. Same thing will happen with intercompany document reversal, which is generally done via FBU8. So it is very clear. Even the name says cross-system process control. It is nothing to do with accounting. It has nothing to do with your data transfer. It is simply from process perspective. System blocks the invoices in the source system in case there is an operation going on that particular document in CFIN system. So that's the logic. Okay, how to activate it? So of course, central payment has to be activated in your system. Then you implement a couple of nodes in CFIN system. You implement a node in S/4HANA system, in ECC system, and of course there are a few dependent nodes. I have not listed those here. And of course, it's assumed that your central payment settings in both the systems are completed. So now if you see on CFIN IMG, in central finance target system settings, they have added a tab called or a folder called cross system process control in target system. So there you can run the process or you can configure the required settings. Why it's needed? This very important question. Why it's needed? So as I mentioned that the processes are in different systems now, and there might be a few business complexities. Let's not think it from technology perspective. From business perspective, clearing status is not available. You post an invoice in ECC, replicate it to send to CFIN, paid it from CFIN, but now the status is not known. Now, if I'm an ECC accountant, I don't know what happened to my invoice. Is it paid to the vendor or it is still open? Is it 30 days or 60 days? What it is? Dependent business processes on clearing status are now at halt. So any process which is dependent on clearing in ECC are completely on halt. You cannot run. And mechanisms that are used to lock validate the clearing status in single system cannot be used in a cross system scenario. If in your single system in ECC, if do you have any processes or any locks or any validations running on clearing status, that if the clearing is done, you should not come in this report. In that case, then it's not working anymore because the clearing is not coming back to ECC. So that's why these controls are needed. That's why it says cross system ECC and S4 process control. It's a payment process especially, and this is a very risky process. If you pay double, if you don't pay, you have, you spoil the relationship with the vendors. What's the minimum system release? Very important to understand that when I can implement this functionality, source system should be minimum ECC 6.0, S4 HANA should be minimum 1709 FPS 0. Although the functionality is being introduced only in 1909, activation has only been visible in 1909. Of course, on late other releases, it can be done through SAP notes. What if after an activation? So once the activation is complete, it is recommended to run CSPC initialization program to ensure the existing open items AR and AP are also covered, so that any open item which are existing in the system should be covered. And this program needs to be executed for any company code where central payment is activated, or any company code which have already been activated where the central payment has activated before CSPC activation. So in any case, any company code which is linked to central payment either before activation of CSPC or after, it has to be run. So this was a very latest and a brand new topic I picked up today. Cross system process control CSPC, very important. Very few customers must have implemented it because it's recently introduced, but still important to understand. And it is one of the process related item. It builds a control in the system from process and compliance perspective. It is important. So in our series, we are now video number 26. Good to see a lot of people giving the feedback on the videos, posting questions. Happy to answer those all questions which I am getting, and good to have your experience as well in the video comments. Thank you so much for today, and I will be coming back very soon with another video on very another topic which is related to CFIN. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.